Let's return for just a moment to the fact that the pitch is just a tool, and we have to see it in the context of an initial meeting and an attempt to connect with another person. We already talked about the need to try and be genuinely helpful and not just make a sales pitch. When I think about first meeting someone, a few additional things pop into mind that will definitely help you make a solid connection. The first is to always follow your pitch with a question about their work. For better or for worse, people typically enjoy talking about themselves more than listening to you talk about yourself, so give them that chance. In addition, the more they share about what they do, the more you'll learn about things you might be able to relate to, again providing more of an opportunity to connect. Next, never ask for something when you first meet someone. There might be exceptions, but generally, you don't want to ask a stranger for something you've not earned. Don't ask if they can connect you with someone, and don't ask if they're hiring. Most professionals will be put off by having a stranger immediately ask for something. The goal is to connect and relate, happily unaware of exactly how you two might benefit one another in the future. Also, don't forget this classic: know your audience. I've given you a good first pass at creating a personal elevator pitch, but there are variations worth considering. For example, is the person in your industry, or do they share the same vocation? Think about it. If an engineer, an accountant, and an IT professional all meet for the first time at a social event, none of them should be using specific jargon the others won't understand. Similarly, if you're communicating with an executive, you'll want to be particularly concise, maybe only a 10-second pitch. If you're talking to a salesperson, consider shaping what you say to relate to their world. Every audience is different, so think just a little about how you might speak in a way that allows them to hear you. Finally, if the pitch and the initial connection feel productive, be proactive to ensure a lasting connection. This might be as simple as handing them one of your business cards and saying, "It's great to meet you, John. It was nice chatting with you." By the way, it's not best to ask them for their card. If you offer yours, that's their prompt to offer you theirs. If the interaction feels particularly comfortable, you might go further and tell them you're on LinkedIn and will reach out to connect online. That's about it. If you'll grab a trusted friend or colleague and practice just a little, then revisit your pitch for a few minutes every 12 to 18 months, well then the next time you meet someone interesting, you'll not only be ready to talk about who you are, you'll be ready to make a strong first impression, a great connection.